guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sarah Rae Vargas, in case you didn't know. I've thought about doing videos about content creating, influencing the business side of things for years now, and I just felt like I never knew how to package it properly. I wanted it to be something special, and because of that, I literally never did it. So I'm gonna stick to the rivers and the lakes that I am used to, girl, and we're gonna do this Q&A style because the most important part is to just get the information out and be helpful to other people. That's the whole point of this video, and hopefully I'll have more in the future. If you guys have any questions as we go along here, feel free to just leave them in the comment section of this video, and I would love to do more videos like this that are more creator, influencer, business based, just to help you guys out if this is a route that you're choosing to take for yourself or thinking about. To start it up, because obviously this is the first one, I just went ahead and asked you guys on Instagram if you had any questions relating to any of these topics, and I got a whole bunch of them. And this video is in partnership with TurboTax, so they are sponsoring it. And since I did have at least a dozen questions about taxes, I thought, perfect. A bunch of you guys asked me how I do my taxes, whether or not it's a pain in the butt, because, you know, being an influencer and doing something where your job is kind of living your life, it can be a little muddy, it can get a little gray. There are things that you can do to simplify, and you asked how I do my taxes. Do I have an accountant, a CPA? Do I have tax attorneys, etc., etc.? I had a variety of questions in that realm. I have been using TurboTax to do my taxes since I was 16 years old. I've used them every single year. So this sponsorship really works. With TurboTax, because the tax deadline is really close, guys, if you haven't filed your taxes yet, if you haven't gotten around to it, the tax deadline is April 18th to file if you don't have an extension or anything. And that's like right around the corner. So TurboTax has all of the tools and the guidance and everything that you need to file your taxes on your own. It's actually very simple too. You just import your W-2, you answer like some basic questions about your life, and then they get you your maximum refund guaranteed. I will have a link and everything down below so you guys can get started if you haven't done your taxes yet. It is a very easy process. Like I said, I've been doing it since I was 16. When I was 16, I had a simple return. I had a W-2. It was easy peasy lemon squeezy. It was not a big deal. And then I got a little bit older and I started, you know, I was going to college and I had maybe some other things happening. And then I got a little older and I got kids, and then I got a little older and I became self-employed. And things have changed over the years, but I've continued to be able to use it, and it's been, it's been very easy to make sure that I'm getting like the maximum deductions and to make sure that I'm not really leaving any money on the table, especially in my situation now. So if you do your taxes a little bit earlier, they have like full service tax experts where you can actually hand off your taxes and they will do them for you, and then they will, you know, show you your return and everything and before it actually gets filed. But they have a lot of different options now. Like TurboTax is not what it was when I don't know, it's like 17 years ago when I first started using them. They have definitely progressed and things have gotten a lot easier and it's way more helpful. There's always like people available to help. So it is very accessible in that you can do everything yourself. But if you need help, there's always help as well. Things kind of changed for me. I had to just start using different versions of TurboTax. So they have TurboTax Self-Employed, and it does help you to optimize your deductions to just make sure that you're not leaving any money on the table and you're not forgetting to include anything that is tax deductible, which just means that you do not have to pay taxes on it. And that's really important because while I might get paid, let's say I get paid $100,000 in a year, but let's say that I'm spending $45,000 on direct business expenses, then I'm not gonna be taxed on $100,000 for that year. That number is gonna be a lot higher than if I were being taxed on $55,000 or $60,000 or something around there instead. So that's all. We're also playing with different tax brackets. It's a numbers game, baby. There's a lot to it. I had some people ask me if I have an LLC. I do now have an LLC, and I am by no means a tax expert. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a CPA. I'm not a tax attorney. I'm just a regular person who has had to learn some lessons very hard in this game, and that's just how I learned lessons in my life, apparently. But yes, I have filed for an LLC. It is not a daunting process by any means. Basically what that means is that I have a business now, and that is my LLC, and it's an S Corp, and then I am a W-2 employee now of my business. So my business makes the money, and then my business pays me, Sarah Vargas, and then Sarah Vargas Vargas pays her taxes and the business pays its taxes, and it's all just a fun time. One tip that I have is to separate your business from your personal. Have 2 bank accounts, have 2 credit cards, have 2 Target cards if you need to, but separate your business from your personal so that if and when the IRS comes knocking and they want to know, hey, what was business, what was personal, especially when it comes to influencing, because there is so much gray area here. And when that happens, which it may or may not happen to you, it happens to the best of us. But when that happens, if you have things separated in that way, where if you go to Target and you know you're exclusively buying things for a video, swipe your business debit or credit card, right? It doesn't have to literally be a business account. It just has to be for your business, something distinguishable from your personal. Versus when you go to Target and you're buying diapers and formula or, you know, Cheerios or whatever, swipe your personal account because you know that's not for your video. You know that that's just for your personal home. Boom, it makes it much easier to separate. I'm telling you guys these things because I didn't do these things for the longest and it really came back to like bite me in the booty. So just know, learn from my mistakes. Let's go into the next question. That was like many questions all in one that I just kind of clumped together. Now I got a lot of personal questions on here as far as like, what's your favorite thing to da 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 da. That's not what this series is about. I don't even know that it's a series, but that's not what these videos are gonna be about. These are just gonna be about talking to you straight. I have some screenshots of different videos in here too because a lot of you guys ask about earning money. So one person specifically asked, I'm not gonna be able to see it here, but I'll try to look for it. But one person specifically asked, what is the breakdown of how an influencer makes money? Like, where does the money come from? Now, I think that's a really interesting question, and it's gonna vary for everyone. So for me, a lifestyle influencer with a focus in fashion on one channel and a focus in vlogging on another, along with a presence on, you know, the various platforms. For me, I probably would say I get about 20% of my income from AdSense. And those are the ads that run on my YouTube videos. Okay, that's just me posting and monetizing a video. Boom, that's how I get AdSense. Now, AdSense is not the same for everyone, and we're gonna get into that in a second because I have some screenshots here to show you guys. But I would say I get another 20% or so, 20 to 30% probably, from collaborations. Now, this is not like partnerships like this video. This video is in partnership with TurboTax through Magic Links, which we will also touch on. But this video is not a collaboration the way that I define it. So for me, a collaboration is when I partner with Fashion to Figure and I release a clothing line. When I partner with Shein and I release a clothing edit, right? An edit meaning you picked and chose like different things to put into a group, versus a collection where I actually sat with a designer and we, you know, exchanged ideas and prints and this and that, and I choose everything. Those things like that, those make up about 20, it depends, but it makes up about 20 to 30%, and that could change at any given year, just depending on what kind of contracts I work out. So the rest of it though, the other, let's say 50-60% of my income is sponsorships. And that means videos like this, where I am doing, whether it be a one video, like a one-off, or it's a monthly thing, like I work with Express very often, almost every month. We don't do year-long contracts, but we do contracts where we'll contract with each other for 3 months or 2 months or 4 months at a time, and they just tend to like back up next to each other because we enjoy working with each other. It's mutually beneficial. It makes sense. That's how my income breaks down. Now, a lot of you guys have questions about how much money you make from YouTube, and I think that's really interesting to look at. I feel like there are gonna be so many questions here that I'm gonna wish I could answer, but I don't wanna halfway answer these questions for you guys. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a couple of screenshots so that you can get an idea of what I'm talking about. You guys know, or maybe you don't, but I have 2 different channels. I have this channel that you're on right now, and it has roughly 1.4 something million subscribers. Then I have my vlog channel, which I started years after this one, and my vlog channel has somewhere around 270,000 subscribers, and I just hit my 500th vlog, okay? So I am active on that channel. I'm active on this channel, but not in the same way. Now, you might look at these two channels and say, well, one has 270,000 subscribers, one has 1.4 million subscribers. Clearly, she's making more money with this one. When it comes to AdSense, my little vlog channel, it's barely 20% of this giant over here. This one crushes my other channel with AdSense. And I want you guys to see this on paper here. Well, not on paper, but on screen. I want you to see it because I want you to understand. So many of you get hung up in how many subscribers do I have? How many subscribers do I have? The amount of subscribers does not really matter. The quality of your viewer, that matters. Your content subject matter, that matters. How long people are watching your videos, that matters. Are they coming back? That matters. How big is the subscriber number? I bet you could look around right now and see plenty of channels with millions of viewers that are struggling to get views. Now, that's not the creator's fault. I'm gonna say from my perspective, YouTube is kind of up and down and up and down and up and down, and you know, now you're kind of being challenged by TikTok. And it's not that TikTok and YouTube do the same thing, because they don't. But if everyone's attention is on this like 60 second, 15 second, 30 second, like if everyone is over there doing that, they're not watching YouTube as much, period. They're just not. So you've seen a lot of influx, I'm sure, of up and downs. But my point is that your subscriber count is not the most important number that you should be looking at. You should be looking at some other numbers. So let's take a recent video that I did on this channel, okay? It got 53,000, roughly 53,000 views since it was published. It was published a couple of weeks ago. My normal average used to be well above 100, but just lately I've seen dips, and I'm not stressing about it because you wanna spread your income out. You wanna make sure that you can get income from various places. On this channel, or on this video rather, you see that I made an estimated $426. It's not a ton compared to what you could be making on a video with 53,000 views, okay? So that's fine. 53,000 views, $426. That was a sponsored video. So I didn't make $426 on that video. I made much more than that on that video. Let's take a vlog from roughly the exact same time, okay? I posted these right around the same time. This video got less views by a few thousand. It only got 50,000 views, okay? My estimated revenue on this one, $1,031. Less views, more money on a channel with less subscribers. Substantially less subscribers. And why is that? That's because on my Express video, I made $8.01 per 1,000 views. That's basically what the RPM is. The CPM, I believe, is what like an advertiser is paying. The RPM is what you are getting paid per 1,000. So that's the difference there. Let's take a look at the other video. That one, I'm making $20.49 per 1,000 views. That's where it changes. And there are videos where I will make $2 per 1,000 views. And there are videos where I will make $50 per 1,000 views. Your content matters. The retention rate matters. How long they are watching your content matters. So someone asked if it's more profitable to have longer videos or shorter videos. Is it strictly based on views? As you guys can see, a longer video is good, right? My vlogs are longer than my videos on this channel, typically. This one will probably be on the longer end, but it's not about how long is the video, it's about how long are they sticking around. How many ads are they sticking around to watch? You can't just upload 2-hour-long videos and think that they're gonna make $1 million versus a 5-minute video. If a 5-minute video has a huge retention rate, not only are people going to obviously be sticking around to watch the majority of the video, but YouTube is going to be suggesting it. They're gonna be like, wow, people are actually watching the whole video. People actually enjoy this video. We're gonna suggest not only this video, but this creator because it's doing well. You want your retention rate to be, you know, something decent. I think my retention rate on my vlogs tend to be about 30 minutes long. I wanna say my average retention, meaning how long someone actually stays, how many actual minutes they watch, I wanna say it's somewhere around like 16 minutes. That's a long time to get someone's attention for 16 minutes. There are plenty of people that watch them beginning to end, and then there are plenty of people that scrub and they just kind of see what's interesting to them, and then that's what they watch, and that's fine with me, girl. I appreciate every single one, y'all. I get a lot of questions about pitching brands, getting on PR lists, or just how to get to a point where someone is paying you to create content for them. I know a lot of people have different ways that they do things like this. I personally am a big fan of making a brand see me, period. Like, you're going to see me. If you haven't seen me before, you're gonna see me now. So the way that I've done this, and I've mentioned this in other like vlogs and stuff, but the way that I've done this since the beginning is if there was a brand that I wanted to work with, I made content that made sense to that brand. I would, let's say it's a clothing brand, let's say I wanted to work with Fashion to Figure. What did I do? I bought some stuff from Fashion to Figure with my own money. I created content. I showed them like what I was made of. I made sure I was creating content. I made sure I was creating engaging content. I was putting my best foot forward, and then I was making sure to tag them. I was making sure that they were very aware that there is this creator, okay? Because I frame myself like a creator. I don't frame it like I am just at home chilling. Like, that's not really my thing. I frame it like I'm a creator, meaning that, you know, they're posed photos. They're not like me in front of a dirty mirror trying on this thing, and you know what I'm saying? I was putting in the effort. It's not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just that that's not necessarily what a brand is going to find enticing. So I was making sure that I was creating, you know, I was having a full-on photo shoot, and then I was tagging the brands. I was tagging them in the post. I was tagging them in the story where I was talking about them. I was talking about how much I love them. Yes, girl, love you, love you, love you. Like, this is the brand for me. 9 times out of 10, those brands would end up in my DM or in my email, and they would either offer me a sponsorship or they would offer to send me clothing for free. And I would say it would be up to me. If I really love the brand, maybe in the beginning I would take a $500 gift card and I would do a huge haul then, right? I would do something big, I would create more content, and then I would do it all again, and I would send it to them like, hey, thanks so much for the gift card. You know, I whipped up a video or whatever, feel free to check it out. And then from that point, if they try to work with me again for no money, it was a no. It was a, you know, while I appreciate your offer, I don't have the time right now to take on free work, basically. You have to put a dollar amount essentially on your free time. Sending me something for free is still work. I still have to unbox, I still have to stylize, I still have to post, I still have to link. Something as simple as a little PR box can turn into hours of free labor, and I don't want to do that. I would rather have hours of free time to watch TV or hang out with my kids or do the laundry or take a nap or do whatever. Create content that I'm excited about that doesn't have a dollar amount attached to it. So that was my step. That is how I have always done it. I used to pitch brands and it wouldn't go very well for me, but my biggest thing is make them see you. Make them see, dang, this girl is doing what needs to be done. Now, was I a little shysty sometimes? Absolutely. Would I go out there and would I rock some Torrid jeans and tag them in the picture but make sure that I had on a top from their competitor? I absolutely would, because I want you to know that if you want me to wear head to toe your brand and rep your brand, there's gonna need to be a paycheck attached to that. Otherwise, enjoy being around 4 other plus size brands so everybody can know you got options, girl. You don't gotta go to Torrid, but let me get this check. Okay, I got the check. Let me show you guys what Torrid does have to offer head to toe, baby. And that's just part of the game as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I'm still gonna talk about other brands, but like in that video, I'm gonna only talk about that one brand and I'm gonna hype up what they have going for them. Kind of in that same realm, I would do the same thing with affiliate links. Now, this video, for instance, this is in partnership with TurboTax. They're paying me to do a sponsored video for them. I really appreciate it. I love it. This was brought to me by Magic Links. Magic Links is by far, hands down, my favorite affiliate program. You guys mentioned some other ones, and some of you are like, I keep getting rejected from, I forget what they're even called. You said, I keep getting rejected from here, from there, whatever, and don't even worry about it, girl, because Magic Links is the one that you want to be on. Magic Links makes me the most money, and what this is an affiliate program, so you sign up to be an affiliate, and then when you guys say, hey Sarah, where'd you get that top? I can go to the website, I can find the top, I can take the, actually I have a plugin on my computer and on my phone, but you can basically just create an affiliate link, and then when I post it, when you guys click on it and when you purchase it, I make a small commission, but a small commission adds up when there's thousands of people doing it. Now, that retailer can now be aware that like, wow, we have this one influencer or creator, whatever you want to call, you know, me. We have this one person that is driving so much traffic to our website. Maybe we should partner with her. Maybe we should partner with this person who obviously has an audience that already loves us. Maybe that's what we should do. And that's another way that you can, one, obviously make money through affiliate marketing. I can make quite a bit of money. I've definitely made 6 figures. I guess I didn't include that in how I make money, but that's kind of part of the ads. It's not AdSense, but I do make, you can make a substantial amount of money through affiliate marketing. You know, and that includes any affiliates you can think of. Anytime someone sends a link and says that it's an affiliate link or that, you know, they make a small commission, that's what I'm talking about, those types of links. I think affiliate marketing is especially important on platforms like TikTok where you're just not making that much money. Even through the TikTok creator program, like you're not making that much money through that unless you have insane views. I think YouTube is definitely a lot more friendly towards smaller creators in terms of your video, you know, being able to earn revenue and everything. However, TikTok is more friendly towards micro creators in that you can post a video and have 5 followers and that video can get millions of views because TikTok doesn't care how many followers you have. They care about the video being engaging and whether or not people are gonna talk and everything else. I do think the cultures are very different on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Obviously on Facebook as well. I'm not huge, I'm not hugely into Facebook, I should say. The culture on each network is very different. The person viewing on each network is different. What they expect from you on each network is different. And it's important to know your audience. So a lot of you are like, should I even start? Is everything too saturated? I mean, the world is full, honey, but that doesn't mean that you shouldn't go after what you want and give it a shot. I have many people in my life who have attempted influencing and creating, and they have found out on their own that it wasn't for them. It's not something that they found enjoyable. You have to like doing it. You cannot go into it and say, I'm gonna be a millionaire, okay? That's not how I woke up and decided to do it. You know, you start by doing what you actually enjoy doing. Don't try to be someone that you're not because people will figure that out and we can see through it. You know, your audience, it's a living, breathing human being that is watching you. So know that and treat them as such. And I think you should focus mostly on building an audience that cares about you, even if the audience is small. Someone that cares about what you have to say, what you're doing, what you're going through, what your life is like, your opinions, your expertise, how you can educate them. Someone who cares about you in that way, someone who puts weight into what you have to say is infinitely more valuable than having a massive amount of people that don't even know your name following you. And that's what you get a lot of on TikTok. For sure, there are people that are not like that at all, and people, you know, they have very strong followings, people care about them and everything. It's just a platform where I believe it is harder to get someone to really, really, really care about you on TikTok because everything is so short form and quick. And just give us the information. We need to move on to the next one. My finger is dying to flick up right now. YouTube's a different place. So that's not to say that one is better than the other. It's just that you need to kind of learn and figure out what works best for you and your content, where your audience might be hanging out, and then try to focus on creating content for there. I think I'm gonna end it here. There are a million more questions, but I don't want these videos to be insanely long. I would rather just do them more often. If you guys have tips on how to make this a more enjoyable experience for you as far as someone who might be trying to learn from it. Again, if you have any specific questions, feel free to leave them down below. Shout out again to TurboTax for sponsoring this video, which I appreciate, of course, but also for being how I do my taxes all the time. Don't forget the deadline is the 18th, you guys. It's April 18th. It's like right around the corner. Super easy, step-by-step process. It is not daunting whatsoever. Like I have literally used it for like 17 years. I mean, it's my go-to. And I love that you can access prior year's returns. Like I can just go in and see everything I've done before, and they like import stuff from the previous year if you want them to, especially if nothing has changed. And like this year, things changed for me. I got a house. I don't know what else I did. I got a house, and so that was a big change. Things like that, obviously, you know, it asks you questions and it kind of just takes you through it. I don't know what I'm doing with taxes, and I have been doing great with TurboTax. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this video. Again, any questions you have, leave them down below. I hope you've enjoyed it. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys.